Hey, what's up, Game Skulls? Welcome back to the $1 Billion Grind. And it's Monday, and it feels feels like the weekend. It feels like the week never ended from last week. I didn't get a heck of a lot done over the weekend on this. Actually, I'm still at like 233 million, so only about 3 million up since Friday's stream. But Saturday and Sunday, I just had a lot going on and didn't get the chance to play the way I normally did. So today is just going to be a short, chill stream. I want to knock out a Cayo and a business sale or two, before I start work for the night. So let's just get into it and see what we got. And, I just started that gather intel, and I forgot to step out of my Kasaka and back again. I hope it doesn't give us the endless loading screen bug here. We haven't had it in a while. I don't want to get it again. Let's see, we're going to grapeseed. All right, fast travel over. I hope everyone had a good weekend, though. I know I did. I got to relax with family and friends. Just kind of took my time and didn't have anything pressing going on. As a matter of fact, we watched a really old movie, a really old Jack Nicholson movie called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. If you've never seen it, I highly recommend it. It has kind of a surprise, sad ending, but there are a lot of parts in it that are pretty uplifting and pretty funny. And Jack Nicholson, young Jack Nicholson, I don't know if there was ever a finer actor than him. He really was something to watch, and I think he's still a great actor, even in his later career, later roles, stuff like As Good as It Gets and stuff like that. Just one of our best actors, and always a pleasure to watch. I definitely recommend that title. So again, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It's from the 70s, and it's based in an insane asylum. And if there's one thing Jack Nicholson plays great, it's a crazy person. He's got those crazy eyes, those crazy expressions he makes. Anyways, so I've got work tonight and the rest of the week, of course. Big changes around my house too. The wife is going back to the office after working from home for over 2 years now. Big change for her, big change for everybody, especially the dog, who likes to hang out with her where she worked and stuff here at the house, and now all of a sudden she's gone all day, and we're hoping the dog isn't missing her too bad, but the dog kind of does her own thing a lot anyways. When she wasn't hanging out with the wife, she was in the room with me. I wake up quite a bit and find the dog chilling in bed. So that's what I had today. The dog mostly just chilling with me while I was sleeping. Ooh. Got this guy. All right. Oh man. That tragedy on Saturday in Buffalo, man, that's just absolutely horrible. Those poor people, and you never like to see stuff like that. But I'll tell you, it does irritate me when I hear politicians using events like that to take cheap shots at stuff they don't like gaming and streaming and stuff. So I'm not going to get too into the story. I'm not going to say the guy's name. I don't want to give him any credit at all. But apparently he started streaming it on Twitch as he went on his killing spree on Saturday. And rather quickly afterwards, is it the governor of New York? I forget who it was exactly. Came out. The politicians basically started coming out and saying, our violent video games and streaming platforms like YouTube and Twitch to blame, for this. And it's just like, guys, you always want to blame everybody except the person who actually perpetrates the awful deed. It's like the only thing you ever want to cite is the influence that certain things have. Now, do people have influence on other people? Of course they do. We've all known kids growing up who didn't have the greatest, home life. Maybe their parents were kind of rough on them. Things were rough at home. They saw some things growing up that they shouldn't have had to have seen. And it's unfortunate. It happens a lot. And a lot of times those kids are, little messed up and a little rough for the other kids to deal with and stuff. And do you blame the parents? Well, yeah, to a certain extent for that, but excuse me. But yeah, so people do have influence on other things, and sure, I mean, I'll accept that, video games and streaming platforms and all that rot, they have effect on people, sure. But to try to absolve the responsibility of somebody's actions in favor of those things that may or may not have influenced them, and to try to place the blame for these tragedies on those things that may or may not have affected them, or whatever, had any role in them doing it. It's just, it's so much garbage. I don't agree with that. I don't believe in it. I believe people are to be held responsible for their own actions, and I don't think we point at things that influence them as the as the thing that need to be corrected. You're never going to convince me that somebody who had it in them to, in real life, walk into a public place and start taking lives, you're never going to convince me that video games and streaming were the primary motivators and influencers that caused them to do. You're never going to convince me of that. I'm sure there were plenty of other things in this person's life that influenced them and caused them to do it. But the only thing I hear these politicians going on about is violence and video games and streaming and stuff like that. And to me, that's just, it's just so much crap. As always, they're focusing in the wrong direction on the wrong things and trying to make sense of things in a way that, is not a logical way to even look at it. So anyway, I'm not going to go on too much about that, other than to say that no, you don't place the blame for something like that on video games and streaming. And they've been trying it for years. Let's see if this trigger point works for us before we get stuck in the glitch. Like I said, I forgot to step out of my Kasaka and back in before launching this. That's weird. Yeah, that thing didn't trigger at all. Oh wait, there we go. Now it did. Okay, that was really weird. Maybe I might have been too high. My altitude might have been too high there. I was way above the clouds there. I wasn't really paying. Hey, and it didn't glitch out anyway. So, anyways, and before video games and streaming and stuff like that, they used to blame movies. Violence in movies and violence in TV. And other than that, they've also blamed music. The lyrics and music and songs were promoting violence and promoting this and that. So we blame movies, we blame music. Before that, they would blame fictional stories, like literally books. Oh yeah, this book needs to be banned because the ideas expressed in it could influence people to do terrible things. It's unbelievable to me the way people look for influence, anything that they think could influence someone, and they want to ban that thing. And it's just kind of like, no, if you are so weak-minded that the very existence of some fictional thing somewhere that depicted bad things happening is going to cause you to go do those things, well then it's not the problem with the media at that point, man. It's the problem with the person, man. I mean, lest we forget, these same streams and these same video games are viewed by millions, literally millions of people, and they're not all running out and doing that. It's the one unbalanced person that does it, and clearly the problem lies with that person and not with the things that may or may not have influenced them. So that's all I'm going to say about it. I'm going to get off the topic because it's irritating to me. I feel like politicians are always trying to take advantage of tragedy events, events that other people have to suffer through. And they try to take advantage of those events to push their own agenda and their own beliefs and use it to I don't know, to wield some kind of power over everybody else, and it really drives me crazy. I just don't understand why people can't accept the fact that at the end of the day, we are all responsible for our own actions. I mean, look at the horrible things we do in this game. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, arguably one of the worst games in the world based on what that guy was talking about. I mean, we commit heinous acts in an actual city setting. You know, Rockstar had to remove the children models from the game because they didn't want to be able to portray violence against children in their game. I think originally I read somewhere that they had planned on making it so that your character could like get bigger over time, could start as a child and could grow or something like that. I don't know how much of that is true, but there was at one point a plan to have child models in the game, and you can see those in some of the you can see the remains of those in some of like the TV stuff that you see in your apartments and stuff. But anyways, just this idea that we can blame these games and other stuff for horrible actions in the real world. You know, where I'm going with this is, look at the horrible things we do in this game, the horrible things I do in this game every day, and I'm not even slightly influenced or tempted to go off somewhere in the real world and do the kinds of things that I do in this game. I very clearly understand the difference between, you know, tearing things up virtually in a pixelated world like Los Santos and actually heading out to my local store and doing something insanely horrible to, you know, innocent people, or any, you know, forget innocence. Innocence suggests that like I'm making some kind of judgment, or that it would be okay if they were guilty people or something. No, just difference between doing it in a game and doing it in real life. Let's just leave it at that. I know the difference, and I think everyone does for the most part. And to try to claim that these games are the reason to blame for tragedies like what happened in Buffalo is just ridiculous. And only a politician would take a tragedy like that and then cheaply try to use it to push some kind of agenda over everybody else. It just makes me sick. Tell you who the real problems are sometimes. I think the real problem lies a lot of times with the politicians. I don't like what I'm hearing coming out of that, you know. So anyway, like I keep saying, I'm not going to talk anymore about it, and as of now, I'm not. I'm going to drop it right now. That's all I have to say about it. And if anyone else has any opinion about it, of course, please feel free to add it to the comments below. We can always reopen the conversation. But for now, I'm done with my oratory about it here. So, getting back into the horrible violence of this game, I'm going to be heading up. And I almost drove right into the camera view. And there's a car coming. I got to get off the road before I get caught. All right, coming up to the... We had cocoa and a couple brownie mixes back at the North Dock. And it looks like we do not have a guard here. So we're going to have the box will be on the ground floor. Yep, it's right over here. So let's scout out the primary target. Man, on Friday we had 3... Oh, wait, I got to do the maths. Hold on a second. Oh, I'm going to guess it's going to be... Yeah, it'll be one of the 5s times 10, and the other two numbers by 1 will take us to 61. There we go. On Friday, even though it was Friday the 13th and I was worried about bad luck, I got 3 pink diamonds in a row, man. I can't believe that. 3 pink diamonds in a row. I have never gotten 3 pink diamonds in a row before. That was insanely good luck this past Friday on that stream. I was very happy with that. And prior to that, prior to those 3 pink diamonds, I had 2 bearer bonds. So, of course, now I feel like, look, wow, look at this. Another pink diamond, man. Now, I did have a ruby necklace on Saturday. I didn't play a lot over the weekend, like I said, but I did play a little bit, and I did do one heist after Friday. So look at this, man. 3 of the last 4 heists have been pink diamonds, and if you want to go further than that, 5 of the last 6 have been pink diamond or bearer bonds. Like I said, I had 1 ruby necklace. No tequilas for quite a while. I'm liking that, man. I am really, really liking that. Well, whatever. Let's knock it out. Let's get the pink diamond. We got those secondaries there. We'll see what's what. Does feel good to get back in the game after being away from it all weekend, though. I do think I need to maybe revise some of my estimates about when I'm going to be done with the $1 billion grind, though. I keep saying I'm going to be done with it like by August or September. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm not, because I think I'll hit 250 million this week. This week, probably. I think by this Friday I should be to 250, so that'll be a quarter of the way there. But I think to realistically get to $1 billion by the end of August, say, we're midway through May, so we'll have like June, July, and August. That's like 12 weeks. Let's just say we have like 14 weeks to do it. And let's say we could do 50 million a week, I guess. 14 times 10 would be 140. Then 5 would be 500 million, and another 200 for the 40 times 5. It'd be like 700 million. So yeah, if we did 50 million a week for 14 weeks, that would be like 700 million, and we're at like 230, would be at like 930. Like, even if I did 50 million every single week, I would still just be at like 930 million or whatever by the end of August. So, and I'm not going to maintain a pace like that where I'm doing $50 million in grinding every single week. I'm just not going to grind that fast. I would have to spend too much time and never doing anything else that I like to do. And let's not forget that in July, we will have some kind of a DLC. Now, I don't know what it's going to be. I know everyone's got their predictions. Mr. You-Know-Who for the you-know-what is, of course, predicting it's going to be a Liberty City map expansion or something like that. And look, maybe the people saying that are right. Maybe the leak was real, and maybe that is. But Rockstar hasn't said yet. So in my opinion, we have no idea what July's DLC is going to be. But it's usually a pretty big one in the summertime. So if it is a big DLC and there's like a big property to buy and a lot of stuff to buy, that could also affect the grind too, because it could put a big dent in it, that sort of thing. So I guess what I'm saying, being a little long-winded about it, but when am I not? I guess what I'm saying is that I don't know when I'll be done with the $1 billion grind. One guy last week said by the end of the year. That might be more accurate. I'm going to say it's probably going to be somewhere between the end of the summer and the end of the year. So maybe sometime in the fall. Maybe instead of the end of August, it'll be like the end of October or something, or heading into November or whatever. I'm not going to worry about it, though, because at the end of the day, it's not a race. It's not even really a marathon. It's in other words, running is a bad analogy. It's something that I'm doing for fun. It's a leisurely activity. So, I don't need it to be done by a certain time. Someone was asking me last week, I think it was Zephy, actually. Zephyr, maybe, was asking, he's in here a fair amount, like Yorick and a few others, and Tim and those guys. Mr. Five also, maybe it was Mr. Five that was asking what the challenge was going to be after the grind is over. And I was talking about, doing stuff in free roam with other players and stuff, and they said they really couldn't wait for that. That would be a lot of fun. I think maybe just watching a solo grind is maybe a little stale to do it for so long. So that's another reason why I'm not going to worry too much about time frame with this. I'm going to take my time. I might some days when I'm streaming, I might decide not to stream grinding. I might decide to stream just playing, like in free roam, messing around, getting into trouble, maybe doing stuff with randoms, like random jobs. Maybe some, the professional used to do helping subs earn. streams back in the day when he was doing his $1 billion grind. He also didn't have any kind of time frame set on when he wanted to finish his when he was doing it. It took him, gosh, 3 years or something like it. It took him a long time to do his. Of course, he didn't have 93, 83. I see it. There we go. He didn't have like Cayo Perico to do it with either. He had to rely on the old businesses, you know, the biker businesses, the bunkers, and the CEO crates. My gosh, did that guy do CEO crates? I don't like CEO crates, man. But anyways, so that was the other thing too. He didn't have the same high-speed money-making methods available to him that I've got available to me. So of course my grind will probably be faster than the professionals was. But my point is he didn't 100% spend all of his time grinding either, which I agree can maybe be a little tedious to watch. So maybe we will shake things up on some of these streams coming up here in the next week or so. See how it goes. Maybe open up my firewall, get into public lobbies with other people, let people interfere with the grind. Or like I said, maybe do a helping subs stream where those of you who are out there doing your own grind, if you want some help selling your stuff, help selling your businesses, stuff like that, we can all, you know, take turns joining everyone's CEO or MC and sell their stuff and just do some community stuff like that. That at the end of the day, that's really what it's really about anyway. And what my goal really was when I was starting all this was not just to grind the $1 billion, but to find like-minded people who like to play this style and like to shake it up and hopefully get a group of people who enjoy playing the game together. Now, obviously, there's some limitations, platform, whatever. Obviously, I'm on Xbox, expanded and enhanced, and I know a lot of people are on PS5, but we've found some people who are on Xbox already. We've had you know, Yorick in game, we've had Mr. 5 in game, we've had Tim in game, we've had Zephy in game. So, you know, I'm sure we'll find more as time goes on. Maybe we could get a whole lobby filled with us and do our stuff, you know, and be free from griefers and still get all the bonuses of a full lobby. So, anyways, just food for thought. Things I've been thinking about that we might do moving forward with it, and maybe sooner rather than later, rather than just doing this every single time, which I agree. I've gone back and looked over some of the streams, and as charming as I am, I understand that it's not always fun to just watch the exact same activities over and over. So maybe we'll shake that up a little bit. And if anyone has any ideas, by the way, too, of things they would like to see us do, I'm all ears, man. That's, like I said, the whole point of this, to kind of get a group of like-minded people together who like to play together and do stuff. And I don't see any reason why we should... Oops, I'm going to move this Kasaka over to Vespucci. I don't see any reason to limit ourselves to, you know, one thing or another. There's all kinds of content in this game that we could be doing. So there's no reason to place limits. Whatever we want to do. We just want to get in a free roam session and go terrorize everybody and each other. You know, let's have some fun, man. It's whatever. It's a game. Let's play. So, yeah, that's just what I've got in my mind. Speaking of being on Xbox Expanded and Enhanced and playing in free roam with other people, I'm going to post a short video here, hopefully within this coming week. I just need to edit it real quick. I've got the footage already recorded. I was playing in a open lobby. This was just last night, as a matter of fact. And I was messing around doing stuff. And I came across a freaking invulnerable modder in Expanded and Enhanced. I mean, this version of the game hasn't even been out for 2 months yet. Well, I guess it is 2 months now, actually. But this version of the game has only been out for 2 months. And, you know, I'm on Xbox Series X. It's not PC. And I already came across a modder in this game, in this version of the game. And it was really annoying, as they always are. He drove up on me and he was throwing sticky bombs on me, and I was waiting on him because he was following me around, and you know how they do, they kill you over and over because har. And dude came flying up on me on his motorcycle. He had his arm up, he was ready to throw a sticky bomb. I started blasting him with my assault shotgun, And you know what happens with that. You'll hit their sticky bomb in their hand and blow them up, which I did. And he didn't die. I'm like, really? The sticky bomb blew up in his hand. His bike blew up that he was on. There's no way he should have survived that. And sure enough, he got right up, you know, all on fire and everything, and proceeded to shoot me down. He was unkillable. So it's already started, guys. We already have modders on this platform. Rockstar wants to charge us a monthly subscription fee. Really? For a game where they can't even keep modders out? No thanks, man. Not gonna happen. Not with me. What am I doing here? Oh, I wanted body armor. Distracted me. I'm all irritated about the modder now, talking about it. Yeah, I was stunned though. I didn't think it would be that fast. And you know, generally I play on console in order to avoid the modders, because let's face it, the PC version of this game is absolutely unplayable. You can't get into a session on PC without encountering modders. That's why I don't play on that platform anymore. But at least I always kind of felt like, you know, console was safe. But I know it's never been 100%. Even on PS4 and Xbox One, there's always occasionally been modders on the consoles too. Occasionally. It does happen. I just was kind of sad to see it already in this version of the game. You know, expanded and enhanced on console already with modders. So very disheartening, but I guess not surprising, really. I shouldn't be, or at least I shouldn't be surprised. I actually was surprised, but I probably shouldn't have been. It is what it is. There's always going to be those people who will not play the game the way it was meant to be played. And that's the crazy thing with this game. You know, I talk about the way it's meant to be played. There are so many millions of different ways it feels like to play. I mean, not really millions, but you know what I mean. There's so many different ways to play this game. You can play as a grinder, you can play as a griefer, you can play as someone who just likes to raise havoc in general. You can change it up. You can there's like so many different ways that you can play this game. It blows my mind that there's anyone out there incapable of finding a way to play it within the rule set without modding and cheating. So it blows my mind that anyone would feel the need to do that in this game when there's so much variety to be had and things to do. Oh, hey, Mr. 5, how you doing, buddy? Things going well, I hope? I don't know if you heard what I was talking about, but I opened up my firewall over the weekend and wound up in a session with a modder, with an invulnerable modder here on Xbox Series X in Expanded and Enhanced. And I probably shouldn't be, but I was unfortunately surprised, and not happily surprised, to see that so fast in this version of the game. I didn't think there would be modders here for a while, but they are already here. Hopefully it doesn't become, you know, the kind of problems we have on PC. Hopefully it remains a rare thing, I hope. But it was definitely going on. This dude was totally invulnerable and starting with me. So tired. I've been grinding Cayos, and somehow I'm at 18.6 million. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure you're tired. It can be tedious, man. I was just talking about that a little while ago. You know, I might revise my time estimate on how long it's going to take me to get to 1 billion, just because I don't want to just burn myself out doing this stuff over and over again. I want to have a little variety and do a little bit of different stuff every now and then, and not just always be worried about, you know, am I making as much money as I possibly can as quickly as I can. So yeah, I'm sure you're probably very tired from that, man. But congratulations! It sounds like you're rocking and rolling over there, man. That's awesome. That is awesome. You're coming up on 20 million. You're pretty much gonna be to the point before you know it where you could literally afford anything in the game at this point. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So congratulations, sir. Sorry you're tired though. But I do get it. Now, is Cayo the only thing that you've been doing, or are you also like letting businesses build up and stuff like that, like Bunker and Nightclub and stuff, or is it a pure Cayo grind? You doing anything else along with it? I guess the other question is, so if you're feeling tired about it, are you ready to take a break from grinding and just go have some fun and do some other stuff too? All right, let me return this guy. And, you know, I'm going to have to call for my oppressor directly. Services, terabyte. There we go. Yeah, because I think I was driving, of all things. In fact, let me call Moore's Mutual. That modder blew up my car, I think. Let's see. Yes, I was driving a I was driving a Fusillade when he killed me. Isn't that funny? And it is my personal Fusillade. Yes, I actually own a Shyster. So, but now I'm starting to get bored of Cayo, but I'm pretty sure Cayo is the only good money-making method. It's just Cayo, and that's why I'm a bit bored of it, but I'm trying to get those. Okay, yeah. I was going to say, to your comment about the only good money-making method, no, it's not the only one. But it is the best one, and it's certainly the most time efficient for time spent. But you know, you'll find that if you maximize your safes, and if you have your bunker producing product and your nightclub producing product with at least all 5 agents active, and you sit in security cams all night long and come back to your game like the next evening and just do a couple sell missions and collect the money from the safes, you'll still rake in like $1 million to $1.5 million every day of the game. So after a month, I mean, you'll have, you know, another 30 million just from that. So, and before Cayo came out, that was what I was doing all the time. I had a nightly sell mission that I did out of my nightclub and my bunker, and I used to clear $1 million a day just with that, even without Cayo. So you're right, though. Cayo is the fastest. But definitely try to get, you know, pick up the underlying businesses that help the nightclub, like the MC businesses and stuff, so that you can max out the nightclub, and you know, get some of that passive income building up too. So, but yeah, I hear you. You do Cayo so many times, and you perfect it, and you go through the same missions over and over and over again. I can certainly relate to that. As you've watched in this stream, you've seen how many times I've done it, man. But like I was saying, that's why I was thinking we might want to kind of slow up the billion that I was working on, and maybe do some fun stuff. We can get people in session and just fool around, go crazy. We could help each other do the other businesses if you want to do those. We could do some races. We could do some contact missions. We could. There's 1,000,001 things to do. We could just run all over the place and blow everybody up, including each other, you know, and have some fun, man. It's all supposed to be entertainment. Remember, I know sometimes I get so wrapped up in the grind and the goal of the billion that I forget that. You know, I'm trying to entertain myself with this. So anyway, so that's just some thoughts about other things we could do in the game other than just grinding like this. It's funny, I've done this so many times, like these missions, that I can like do this on autopilot. You know, I'm sitting here talking, and I'm barely even paying attention to these missions that I'm doing right now. It's such autopilot for me because I've done them so many times. I could change up my Cayo pattern also. Like I could try doing a different route. I could take a different approach, things like that. I don't always have to do it this way, but I feel like I found the most efficient way of doing it, and I want to get the money, so I don't know. And plus, some of the other methods I don't actually like as much either. Like, I used to do the submarine one, and I don't really like that mission where you go onto the Merryweather submarine, stuff like that. I think I'm going to buy an agency. Absolutely buy an agency. That's imperative. It's so good for the safe, and you knock out those security missions. That is some of the best passive income in the game. Where are these guys? Wow. I think I got him. What am I? Oh, this guy's shooting at me. I wasn't sure where that was coming from. Anyone else down here with guns? No. I never liked this location. I always feel like it's kind of hard to deal with this little closed-in area. If you do buy the agency, by the way, let me just get out of here. And I run it into the building wall. Okay. If you do buy the agency, don't forget to do like the whole Dre heist and stuff too. At least go through that at least once. And by the way, the final mission on the Dre heist is $1 million for the person running it. So it's definitely worth it to do it at least one time. It's not the time you'll spend to earn that $1 million is way more than you'll spend earning like even more with Cayo, because as always, Cayo's the most efficient. But it is still worth doing, even if just for the variety, and it is still a really good payout. It's maybe maybe one of the better payouts in the game other than Cayo. You've got Cayo, you've got the casino heist. Of course, the casino heist requires other people. As far as solo money goes, I want to say Cayo and the Dre heist are probably the two best, actually, if you're playing solo. If you're playing with other people, then you can bring the casino heist into the mix, and that helps a lot too. Especially if you get diamonds. Alright, so what are we doing here? We're getting the fingerprint cloner. Can't believe I slacked off so much over the weekend, man. I needed the break though, and I was filming some footage for some other stuff too, for some videos I want to make that involve being in free roam with other players. Trying to recapture some of the old school fun in this game. That's why I was driving a Fuselade when I encountered that modder. Obviously, I was not on my little broomstick here. My little Hogwarts broomstick. Every time I see these guys in free roam flying around on these things, going after everybody on easy mode, it's like, oh, okay. You're cool on your oppressor mark 2. You can blow everyone up. I've never done that either. Like, even when I first got the oppressor, it was always a grinding machine to me. Well, I mean, it comes down to your playstyle, doesn't it? The people who weren't blowing everyone up on an oppressor, well, used to do so in a jet or in a buzzard way before. And these are the same people who used to like buzzard troll everybody back in the original console days, back like in the Xbox 360 and the PS3. It's just that the Oppressor Mark II gave them the ultimate tool, the easy mode tool for doing it, and that's the real problem. Now, I heard a rumor, and rumors are, well, just that, rumors. I heard a rumor that Rockstar is thinking of doing some balancing of like vehicles in the game, and of course the big hope is that they might balance, nerf the Oppressor Mark II so that it's not so usable for griefing anymore. Whoops. Oh, we gotta wait for Pavel to stop talking before I can get on the computer here. Come on, Pavel, enough. If they did nerf the Oppressor Mark II, I hope they do it in a way that does not affect grinding, but only affects griefing. I think the most obvious solution would be to just take away targeting of other players. Like, you can still use it to target NPCs when you're doing missions and stuff, but it doesn't lock onto players anymore. And honestly, some of the stuff it locks onto is ridiculous. Like, I've been riding a bike, like a BMX bike, down the road, and an Oppressor Mark II comes flying above me and hits me with his rockets from it. What missile is going to lock onto a BMX bike, man? Exactly. That doesn't make any sense at all. So some of the stuff I feel like they could adjust. The most obvious one would be it doesn't lock onto other players. It'd be like Imani Tech is an effect for all player vehicles, and you can just use it to grind on NPCs and stuff when you're doing missions. And then they could make exceptions to that, like certain battle modes they could introduce where people do fight each other on Oppressor Mark IIs, and then you can lock on with those. I don't know. I just feel like the way it is right now, and the way it has been, obviously, since it came out, is it's always been too much of an easy mode for people to kill other people off of this thing. I just don't like it, you know. Hey, Misty, man, I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Had a good weekend, I hope. Ready for the week. I don't like Mondays because it's my first day of the week for work. Well, I guess it is for everyone, but you know what I mean. Got the Monday blues. Someone's got a case of the Mondays. I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Office. Won't be on long because it's late for me about how much money you on at the moment. Let's see. I'm at 233 million. So I'll probably get to the $250 million mark this week. But I was saying earlier, before you came in, that I am thinking of doing some other things to avoid burnout. So I know I've been saying that I wanted to get the billion by the end of summer, but that might be a little unrealistic. That might involve just too much grinding in too short of a time frame, and I might start doing some other things on stream too. Just like maybe helping subs out with their own grind, or we just play in free mode and get crazy, do some fun things, and not make every single minute of every single stream about grinding the billion all the time. And then that, of course, means we wouldn't reach the billion quite as quickly. But that's okay. There's no requirement that we get there, in any set length of time at the end of the day. It's just, I know I've been saying by the end of summer. But I'm thinking that might be a little overly ambitious. Might take the fun out of things a little bit too much. So, anyways, but yeah, no. Otherwise, I'm doing well. Thank you very much. Yeah, I get you $1 billion is a lot of money. My current account is 2 years old, and I've really only made 300. So your progression is mad. Thanks, man. Thanks. But yeah, it is. It's been very focused and very. Let's just go ahead and say it, tediously repetitive as I go through the same missions over and over again. But yeah, it has been very fast so far, definitely. I can do this without even paying attention to it anymore at this point. A lot of these missions, like when I'm just sitting here babbling when I'm talking, I'm barely paying attention to the mission even. I've done it so many times, it's like on autopilot for me. This guy's got to get to the bottom of the ramp. There we go. And this guy, too. Got to wait for a second. Man. Oh, I got 2 for 1 on that one. Nice. Nice, nice. I think that might be everyone. Anyone else, I'll just use the shotgun on. But 300 million's not bad, man. I wouldn't criticize that too much. I know 2 years is a while, though. That is true. We got Mr. 5 in here who just started his character just like in the last couple weeks, and he's already almost at 20 million, if you can believe that. He's been knocking out Cayo like a monster. So definitely congrats to Mr. 5, man, on that. That's very impressive stuff, man. And someone in here, I forget who it was now, was saying they were knocking out about 50 million a week themselves. They had been at 200 million. Now they were already at 300. Who was that last week that was saying that? I can't remember who that was now at this point. I'd have to go back and look. But yeah, so people can definitely make money fast in this, especially with Cayo, man. Cayo's the key to the quick money making, but it can also wear you down though with the tedious repetitiveness. It's been on and off playing, but during lockdown, me and my mate would do casino back to back and get around 10 million a day. Yeah, Yeah, the casino heist is definitely a good moneymaker too, especially when they got diamonds going. And now, you know, I was telling Mr. Five a little bit ago, the agency is another good solo moneymaker too now. You can make quite a bit of money with the agency with the Dre heist solo. You know, actually, I've got the cutting torch, so I can just send my vehicle back now because I'm going to actually go to Cayo now. So between Cayo making $1.5 million an hour and the agency making $1 million every like few hours, all solo, don't need anybody else, you can just do it solo. Yeah, the ability to make money in this game is ridiculous nowadays compared to what it used to be. That's one thing I haven't done a lot of yet. I have not done a lot of casino heists because I tend to play solo. But that's something I would like to get into also. I think it would be fun if we could get groups together of like 4 people to knock out casinos. And we could just kind of cycle through, like do each one, you know, for each guy in turn. So, wait, let me select all my stuff here. And let's go. All right, here we go. First Cayo of the day here. Actually, it'll be the only one today. I gotta work tonight myself. I usually like to eat something before I start work, which is why I usually knock off by like 8 o'clock. It's like 7:15 right now. Mister, remind me, what platform are you playing on again? Are you on PS5? I'm thinking your PlayStation. I know Mr. Five is on Xbox with us, as is Tim and Yorick, and well, Yorick's on both actually. And Zephyr is also on Xbox. Where's Zephyr been? I haven't seen him since last week, I don't think. Oops, let's jump in here. And wait for the Jeep to go by. Pop this guy and change my radar settings so I can see vision cones. And I want to say the Coco was up at the other lockup up there. Yeah, so I'm going to actually head straight up there right now because I like to take that guy out first. And I don't need the sniper rifle for that. No camera on the building, which is good. So this guy should turn around and walk into the building in a moment. And when he does, I will follow him in and pop him. There he goes. Here he is. Got him. Oof. As usual, the guy gets stuck on every wall. And so I'm going to have to... I'm going to have to go across the water to get the brownie mix from the other side too, unfortunately. But I will go down and grab... Whoops. My guy is like wonking all over the place here, man. Just running a straight line already. Come on. All right. I think I might need a new controller, man. I don't know. Maybe I've just beat the heck out of this one or something. I feel like the movement of this game has always been crap anyways. Like I say, you can't run in a straight line. Your character is just always stumbling right and left, and your vehicles sometimes too, especially the helicopters. But I feel like recently on this controller, I feel like it's getting worse. Like I feel like my A button is not registering all the time when I'm hitting it, and maybe I know I've played this thing a lot over the last year. Maybe I just need to get a new controller. Seems like I read somewhere there's a like a pro controller, like an Xbox Pro controller or something, I want to say. Oh, this guy, you know, I think he just walked around the corner. I'm going to be stuck waiting here for him for a while. I could try going around to the other side. You know what? I don't want to. It's when I mess around with this guy. It's when I mess around with this guy that I get caught. So this is probably for the best. It's so tough to just sit here and wait, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sit here and wait. He's gonna come around the corner in a minute, and then once he gets here, he is. He's back. And once he gets set up, looking off to the side, then I will get up and take him out. All right, now he just needs to turn. There he goes. Okay. Just needed to wait for him to get here, you know? There we go. Much better than getting caught by him and ruining the entire heist. So, all right, there was brownie mix in here. Oh, here it is, off to the side. You know, I know the money's not as good overall, but something I'd like to do sometime maybe is a Cayo with other people where we all try to get our bags full all the way. And, you know, you always see that max take at the end, and it's always like 5 million some. Now, I know even with 4 people, you can't really get everything. But if we scoped out the island really well and we had 4 people going to Cayo and we got all of our bags full, yeah, the take still wouldn't be as big as doing it solo, but it would be kind of cool just to see 4 people with 4 full bags and the main treasure. Anyway, just something to think about. I've never really done Cayo with other people. We'd have to scope out like more locations of the secondary targets before, so that everyone can, you know, get their bags, and then try to figure out, you know, what's the best way. Like, how can we maximize our value in that? Like, obviously, we'd want to get all the gold first, then all the cocoa, and then all the brownie mix, and then at the end would be cash and paintings if there was still room after all the other stuff. Also, with multiple people, we could open those doors in the compound that require 2 people, and we can get at some of the gold and stuff. Back in the day, you used to be able to glitch through those doors. I never did do that on this character, but on my Xbox One character, I certainly did up until they fixed it. I wasn't grinding Cayo quite as intensively on my Xbox One character, though. All right, let's... Also, watching all the playthroughs of the story mode is making me want to go back and do the story mode again, too. I haven't done that in a long time, and I would want to do it in the expanded and enhanced version, too, you know. Not to criticize the professional, but I was watching his playthrough, and I feel like he doesn't encode very well, like his video. Like I was looking at his video of his playthrough, and I was comparing it to like just my live stream, and this isn't even like recorded in mid. This is just live streaming off. I mean, I do have some filters in OBS to affect like the saturation and stuff like that to try to make it look better even on stream, but I feel like even when I look at my streamed game video, I feel like it looks better than his recorded story mode video that he's posting. I would like to see a playthrough where someone really maxed out the settings and did a nice job color correcting and everything of the whole thing, instead of that like washed out kind of look. I don't know, maybe I'm too critical. I'm really picky about video though. All right, that guy, oh, he already turned. I better move before he runs into the camera view. I don't want to get caught by the camera when I take this guy out. Gotta... There we go. If that guy's too far forward, that camera will see his body and you'll get caught. I've been snagged by that a few times. Oh, good. He dropped the gate keys. I think you guys know I don't even mess with that guy on the other side of that gate anymore. This guy's going to be coming out. I'm a little bit behind schedule. Whoops. I'm a little bit behind schedule here. I might have trouble beating the Juggernaut on my way back down. I want to collect all achievements as well. Yeah, you know, I've never paid much attention to the achievements. That would be something else to do too, speaking of like getting all the content done. I guess I would have to look up like what are all the achievements and what all do they entail. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the Juggernaut coming down here. I think he's already going to be around. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even going to bother trying. I'm just going to go down on this side and go through the other gate. It's just a slight difference in time. Doesn't really make much of a difference. For those who didn't know, there's a gate over here too. And that way we don't have to worry about jumping down and trying to get out of the Juggernaut's way, ruining the whole thing. I was a little slow going through the compound there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Is there a way to list all the achievements for the game, like somewhere in the game menu here? Or do I have to Google that? There we go. I'm not sure how to even look at that. I mean, I can Google it and see how to find out, but if you can tell me if there's like something in the menus here in the game, I can take a look and see what are the achievements. For some reason, I'm thinking I've looked at it before, but I just can't remember where it is. Pink diamond, boys. Look at this. Let's get it. Four of my last 5 Cayos have been pink diamond. I got 3 in a row on Friday during Friday's stream, which is funny because it was Friday the 13th and I was assuming mostly bad luck for that day. But that was actually my luckiest day in Cayo ever this past Friday. 3 pink diamonds in a row, man. Then during the weekend I had a ruby necklace and now I've got pink diamond again. So 4 pink diamonds out of the last 5 Cayos. I've really had good luck with that lately. The game gods, the random number generators have been kind to me in Cayo over the last few days. It's kind of scary when that happens too, though, isn't it? I don't know about you guys, but if I get a bunch of pink diamonds in a row, I'm convinced that I'm like overdue for a bunch of tequilas to follow. And then after like 4, 5, 6 tequilas in a row, I'm going to be like, come on, the gaming gods hate me. Let's see. I'll read that in a second here. Just need to jump out into the water and swim to the skeleton. Alright, so you go to Xbox achievements, it gives you gamer score. Okay, so maybe, but I'm thinking there's something in the game I can look at too. I'll Google that and figure that out. But yeah, that is something else to think about too. I never pay attention to like gamer score and achievements and stuff. But it does give you, I guess, a little bit of a guide when you look at that stuff of things you could try to achieve in the game. So I remember way back on PS3 when I wasn't even really aware of that kind of stuff, like in-game achievements and stuff. and I jumped a car one time. I remember it very vividly, and the car like caught something in midair, and the car started like spinning like wildly while it was in air before it finally hit ground. And afterwards, I got some kind of achievement popped up, and this was back in the PS3 days. It was something about spinning. Some achievement about spinning that I got from that. It made me laugh. I was like, "Oh, really? That's an in-game achievement? Hey, this is going to be 1.8 million. That's good. That's a nice take, man. That's a nice take. I think the most I've ever taken is 1.83. So we're only like 30 grand off my top take ever. Yeah, Pink Diamond's good for that. I wish I could remember what that achievement was called when the car spins in the air a lot like that. 1.8 million though. It's a bright sunny day in Los Santos. The greatest city that never existed. My favorite place and yours. Los Santos, San Andreas. I think Los Santos is my favorite setting in this game. I also liked Vice City when it was, originally out, but that was so long ago now. And obviously Liberty City in GTA 4 was pretty awesome too. But I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like this map, this city is the best one they ever made. Well, I mean, obviously it's the newest one they ever made, but I feel like they really hit it out of the park with this one. And even 10 years later, I'm not bored of it yet. I'm not bored of this map. I'm always finding stuff like either some graffiti or some billboard or something that I never noticed before. It makes me laugh. I don't understand how people make 50 mil a week. Well, I mean, that's 7 million a day, really? I mean, 7 times 7 would be 49. So if you have your nightclub and your AFK grinding and your bunker and your safes maxed out, that'll be over 1 million right there. And then if you do 2 Cayos a day, that's 6 million pretty much. And then plus the one from the other stuff so you're over 7 million a day right there. If you did that every day, basically 2 Cayos and a full nightclub, bunker, and safe, full nightclub sale, full bunker sale, and full safe collection, and 2 Cayos, that would make you 50 million a week, pretty much. 49, whatever. But I know what you mean. It does seem like a lot of money. How many Cayos a day can you do comfortably before you just can't stand it anymore? Ask yourself that. I know I could do 2 easily and be fine. Probably I could do 3 a day without too much problem. On Friday's stream, I ended up doing 5, by the way. And that was all in one setting. Alright, we're on the roof here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to collect my safes right now, and then I'm going to go check out my nightclub and see where I'm at product-wise on that. And I didn't do any nightclub promotion before I went AFK yesterday, so my nightclub is probably not going to have much in the safe today. It's alright, though. Like I said, I got a little way for it. I can do 2 before I get bored or tired. Well, there you go. If you did 2 Cayos a day, and if you had your nightclub set up to, pump out about 1 million a day in product, and then you also had your bunker and you had your safes maxed out, you would easily do 50 million a week just by if you did that every single day, though. Obviously, you don't take any days off. I'm talking 7 days a week when I say that. But yeah, you yourself could easily do it at this point. you could probably do more than that if you really wanted to push it. Matter of fact, we'll see where my nightclub is at, because I did not AFK the whole time. I was so lazy. I actually had my Xbox turned off for like a fair amount of the weekend, instead of being AFK grinding product like I should have been. Matter of fact, I gotta step off for food here in a little bit myself. I got about 20 minutes left. So I'm going to get my nightclub sale and a bunker sale, and that's probably going to be it for me tonight. I'm not going to do another Cayo tonight. At least not on stream. Might sneak one in my lunch break. Let's see where we're at in here. I don't even know. Like I said, I really kind of sloughed off over the weekend after Friday night was pretty grueling though. Try doing 5 Cayos in a row. That's where you start to get tired, man, or at least for me. I was really tired of it at that point at the end of the stream on Friday. Although I did perk up at the very end when I had the ultimate Cayo at the end there. I had 2 Cocos and Pink Diamond, which was nice. Let me deposit my cash. See, look at that. I had like a $500,000 from the safes. And then let's see what I got product-wise. It's one thing I will do tonight at some point is I'll do some popularity missions, like on my break from work or something. Get that back up so that when oops, I did not want to look at the DJ. So that my safe can max out for tomorrow. So yeah, see, I don't even have $1 million in stock because I was not AFK grinding the way I normally do. So it's pretty weak. It'll be back to $1 million tomorrow again. I'll make sure I AFK overnight. This will be a small nightclub delivery. Of course, I got a bunker delivery still too. Oh, I know this mission. Actually, I'm going to put my expanded radar back on. So this is the mission where they're going to chase me when I'm trying to make these drops. They'll start chasing me, I think, after the first drop. And then at the end, you go meet with the buyer, and you have to protect them while the NPCs come riding up on you. It's not hard. It's just a little tedious. It's like anything when you do it enough times, you know what I mean? Like Cayo. You guys hear Starfield got delayed? Everyone's all upset about that. I don't understand why anyone is upset about that after the debacle that was Halo. And it's all the same people too. That's what cracks me up. Like the people who are the angriest about Starfield being delayed are the ones who scream the loudest that they should have delayed Halo. And I feel like I don't know. There's like kind of a disconnect there in that logic. Like, man, they released Halo. It wasn't complete. They didn't have everything they should have had in it. They should have just delayed it. They were so greedy to get it out, in time for the release date. And they had nothing but criticism for it. So now the very same people who were screaming the loudest about Halo, now that they've come out and said, yeah, we're going to push Starfield back to, the following year instead. These same people are now like, oh, how dare they? They promised us this game by this date. How could they possibly? And I'm thinking to myself, aren't you the ones who said, you would have understood had they delayed Halo? I think you just like to complain, man. I've got no problem with them delaying Starfield, to be honest. I've got high hopes for that game, and I want it to be good, and I want it to be, something new to play and have fun with. But I'm also maybe becoming skeptical and jaded because there's been too many games the last few years that were so hyped up and were so anticipated, and they came out and they were just garbage. They just were absolute, you know, absolute duds. I didn't care at all for Cyberpunk. I so wanted to like Cyberpunk. I wanted Cyberpunk to be a great game. I was not impressed with it. I haven't spent really any time playing it. I was really looking forward to, I know I've said it in previous streams, I was really looking forward to Forza Horizon 5. I thought Forza Horizon 5 was going to be the next great driving game. Forza Horizon 4 I do like. I think Forza Horizon 4 is incredible. But this Mexico setting for 5 is just, I don't like the map or something. It's boring. It's like, it's just a boring game. It doesn't have the same, I don't know, it doesn't have the same life as Forza Horizon 4. I feel like Forza Horizon 4 is much better than Forza Horizon 5. Much more fun. More fun the map is more fun to drive around in. These guys are just going to time themselves perfectly, aren't they, to mess me up. Okay. You know what, these guys, I got something for them. Come on, guys, follow me. Follow me, guys. I got something for you. No, seriously, come on, guys. Yeah, now that I'm ready, now they're not going to come. Here you go. There's for you. Enjoy that. I put that down specially for you. Where's his buddy? Where's his buddy? Is he coming? Yeah? There you go. Boom. Enjoy that, guy. Sometimes I forget I have these mines in this truck. I don't have to put up with that if I don't want to. I gotta be careful not to run this chick over, which I actually did the other week. Wow, okay, we lost gravity for a minute there. I've got a compact grenade launcher. Yes, I do. Okay, lady, what are you doing? Oh my gosh. This lady needs to get out of here. Seriously, lady, get back behind the... Oh my gosh. She's gonna stand there and I don't think I can move the truck either. Alright. You know what? I'm just gonna blow these guys up. Wow. This guy really... Point is this lady cannot die. She needs to... She's who I'm trying to protect, and she's running out on the street to fight, and I'm like, stop. Get back behind something. She's the one I accidentally ran over that time, though. And killed her. With the big truck at the other drop location. Oh, hey, leave the area. Okay, I'm all done protecting her. Nice, 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 nice. I forget how many waves come. I guess it's like 3 or 4. There's our nightclub sale. And what are we at anyway? 235.5. So this will put us up to like 236 million. And I've still got a bunker sale to do too. And that'll be it for me if that, maybe, depending how long the bunker sale takes, actually. I do need to buy the next Cayo too, so that I get hard mode. I don't wanna miss that. As a matter of fact, has the cooldown... Indicates things are... Yeah, okay, we've already had cooldown on Cayo, so that's good. That's good. So yeah, 236 million now. So we've pulled off almost $3 million here today already, because we were 233 to start, I think. And we'll do a bunker sale, and then I'll call it... Well, I gotta go buy the Cayo, but then I will call it a day. So I can get something to eat before I start work. Gotta do that real life grind, you know? Oh, I missed it. I missed my bunker entrance. Not sure how I managed that. I usually expect it to like automatically grab me when I fly up to it, but it doesn't always. The worst is when you do that in a car. Guess you can't stop and you drive into the sea, and then you have to like, you know, come climbing out of the sea all soaking wet and embarrassed because, you know, you missed your entrance to your bunker. All right, so here we go. Please no Merryweather. Please no Merryweather. I hate the Merryweather mission. I hate the Merryweather mission so much. Please don't give it to me. It's like that trade-off. The gaming gods are like, well, we're giving you Pink Diamond, so yeah, you're gonna do Merryweather. That's your penance for the Pink Diamond. Let's see. I like dune buggies. I like Phantom Wedge. I like We're All Business Today. I just don't like Merryweather. Oh, nice. We're all business today. This is the best one there is. Basically, it's a single drop-off. The cartel might come after you, and the cops might come after you. For the cops, you can call Lester. So I'm going to have him on standby here in case it's... Now it's the cartel. I just got the text. Nothing you can do about the cartel. Well, I mean, you could kill them. But for the most part, I just ignore them and just drive. They're not going to be able to hurt me anyways. Their guns aren't that good. So I'll just drive to the drop-off and pretend like the cartel guy isn't even following me. It doesn't matter anyway. So this is quick money. I'll probably do a payphone hit real quick before I go by the Cayo, since I still got like another 15 minutes before I have to go eat. Where is this drop-off anyway? So it looks like it's going to be the one that's... No, it's not where I thought it was. Oof. How we casually crash through traffic here. Where is this drop off? It's like much further than I was anticipating. Okay, well I'm just gonna take this road up and go down the cartel. We got the second wave. Wow, they actually managed to damage me a little bit on that one. I'm just gonna go up here and drive by my apartment to get into the ghetto area. Oof. Okay, whoops. One more street. Here we go. Make a right here. Get out of my way, dubster. Yeah, now I'm gonna go straight through into the ghetto. Yeah. This is the way I want to go. And this is nice because we're actually kind of down closer to the docks, so I can just go to the docks and launch the payphone hit. And then I just hope I don't get the pop star with the truck cab. I seem to be getting that one a lot lately. I don't know if the game's stuck on it or shouldn't be. I've like rebooted my Xbox and stuff many times, but I just seem to be getting. Actually, I do remember this drop-off point now. I've seen it before. I just seem to be getting the pop star payphone hit a lot, and specifically the one with the truck cab, and that's like my least favorite one because well because it takes forever compared to the others anyways. It takes longer. Gotta maximize my view out. I like the widest angle possible. Oh, lady, are you kidding me? Just go. Or I bust a cap in your ass. Yeah, I know, Agent 14. I made the sale. So, let's do a payphone hit. 236.3 million. So I think I'll hit 250 by the end of the week. I think. No reason not to. It's only like 14 million away, so it's barely like 2 days worth of grinding, and I've still got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So yeah, we'll definitely be at that $250 million point at the end of this week, and then we'll figure from there whether we want to grind so intensely or if maybe we want to mix in some other activities, you know? Really, had I played over the weekend the way I had planned on playing, like on Saturday and Sunday, I would actually already be at 250 right now, because that's only 14 million. I could have easily made 14 million the last 2 days. Oh, it's the pop star. What is this person? Oh, hell no. Yeah. Then in my car. How about that? Okay, I lost my temper. What was that NPC doing, man? I'll run into my oppressor. Alright, please don't be the trucks. Don't be the truck cab. Be like the Vagos or something. Ah, nice. It is. It's Vagos. Okay, cool. So there's a couple locations that the lowrider can be. This is actually, of the pop star ones, this is the easiest one. Ah, cool. And it is here. Nice. Alright. There is another location where the Vagos lowrider can be. Let me see if they're there. There's this... I don't know if this is a glitch or what, but there's a chick dancing, standing in the parking lot. If they're here, we'll see. I'm going to just take a look. It's right in this parking lot over here. She's like jumping up and down. No, they're not here. They're not here. I guess it's only when... Sometimes the lowriders for this mission spawn here, too, in this parking lot that I'm looking at. So, anyways, all right, let's go get this fool, the pop star guy. I don't know why I have an SMG. That's not part of my main. Neither is a pistol. I keep picking up the weapons, I think, from people that NPCs that I've put down. I keep picking their weapons up, and they're clogging up my weapon wheel, which annoys me, because I have specific weapons that I want to carry. And I don't want to carry weapons that I have not enabled on that wheel, but I keep picking them up anyway. And I've heard other people complain about that in this game too, and I think that's one of those quality of life things that they should really think about fixing. That, you know, when I set a custom weapon wheel, which basically means these are the only weapons I want to use, yeah, Rockstar. I'm not joking. I'm not kidding. I actually mean it. Those are the weapons that I actually want to use, and I don't want to use anything else. So quit giving them to me. Anyways, no one likes to have to cycle through like a million weapons to get to the one that you want, especially when you've taken the time to set up a custom weapon wheel. But I'm not bitter. Not at all. Not at all. I'm a very calm, non-irritable person. All right, so here he is, and I can just basically pop him. Oh, but the NPC is going to cut me off. And yeah. If I were that NPC, that's what I would do. I would drive right into the bullet stream. That's what I would do, too. That was such crap. I should have taken out his tires first, though, to be honest. That was also my bad. And this car, holy smokes. All right, we got to try to catch this sports car and this lowrider. That is the one thing about these missions that I don't like for the pop star. Oh, he had a crash. He had a bad crash, too. Oh, and so did I. Where is he going? Got him. Got him. He got, yeah. The NPCs, Lord, they're all over me. The NPCs finally did him in too, so I just need to leave the area. And I should get my cash, 85 grand here. That wasn't too bad. It was like 4 minutes to do that one. definitely a quick 85 grand. That's another reason to get the agency, by the way, Mr. Five, is you definitely want to be able to do those payphone hits, because that's a nice addition to the grind, and it's some of the quickest money. It's basically, you know how you can do a high-end auto export with CEO like every 20 minutes, and you can make what, like 80 grand max doing that. That would be 80 grand max would be if you obtained the car and took no damage to it when you got it, and then also if you sold it to the collector, you know, for 100 grand, but you put 20 into it, and then there's no damage to it on the way. So your max on that is 80 grand. These payphone hits, your max is actually 85, and they also have a 20-minute cooldown, just like the CEO auto export. So I kind of liken those two to each other. They're similar money with the same cooldown, but it is a little bit less tedious to do the payphone hits than it is to do the CEO exports. And don't get me wrong, I like the auto exports for CEO. That was one of my main grinds before Cayo came out. So, as a matter of fact, I made a video about it like back in like 2018, I think, somewhere on the channel, called The Money Chain, I used to call it. And the whole thing's centered around exporting a high-end vehicle every 20 minutes. And then in between that, I would do VIP work or terabyte client missions. And then every few hours, I would do a bunker sale. Then, of course, with the addition of the nightclub came the daily nightclub grind. That made it even better, because I could do that million a day out of the nightclub. And yeah. So definitely, you were talking about maybe getting an agency. I highly recommend it. It adds a lot to it. And honestly, the security contracts are kind of fun too. I know I was grinding them hard the other week, like when you guys came in and helped me at the end there, when I got to the 200 security missions. But just kind of doing them casually is actually a lot of fun too. There's a lot of different varieties of them that you can do. So hopefully you still get hard mode, right? Yes, we do. All right. Perfect. So let me see where we are at. I'm going to actually wrap it up here. I'm going to go downstairs and get into my security cameras if I can find my way through my sub here. Ugh. Getting stuck on walls. Come on, man. Walk in a straight line. Or it's like your guy is drunk sometimes when you're trying to walk around, especially like in a busy place like this, like the submarine, where there's so many things to get caught on. So for my AFK grind, I always resign from my CEO, and that lowers the amount of like daily fees you have to pay. And then I just sit here like in the security cameras, and boom, when I come back tomorrow, my nightclub product will be filled up, my bunker will be filled up again, all that kind of stuff. The safes will be filled up. So anyways, good stuff to do. Oh, but where am I money-wise now at the end of this? So, let me deposit my cash. Here, the 85 grand for that payphone hit. Okay, so we're at like 236 million. We're 14 million away from the $250 million. Not bad when you figure we started at what, 25 million at March, and we took like a couple weeks off there too when we were doing it. So yeah. This is moving along really fast, man. Faster than I anticipated. I don't know, like I said, that we'll get to it by summer, by end of summer. I don't think we'll hit the billion at end of summer anymore, because like I said, I think I'm going to have to diversify my activities in the game a little bit and not just grind all the time, because holy smokes. But it's definitely coming along good, and we're definitely going to get there before too long. But anyways, let me jump back in my security cams here, and that's going to do it for tonight. I'm going to wrap it up. So everybody, thank you for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. I'll be back on Wednesday night. As always, I'm doing Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays are the short grind, just like an hour or two, because I have to work. And then Fridays, I have the night off of work, so I start a little bit later. Like I don't start till like probably like 8 or 9 in the evening. I usually shoot for 8. This past Friday, I had some technical difficulties right before I started my stream that ended up delaying me till 9. But normally that doesn't happen. Normally it's not Friday the 13th, I guess. So normally Friday night I like to start around right now, around 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. And I go anywhere from 4 to 6 hours on Friday nights and get a lot done. But I think Friday nights might be the night to really like maybe open up the lobby and go do some different stuff and maybe not focus so hard on the grind the way we have been. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear. Otherwise, I will see you guys on Wednesday night. If you come and join me, that'll be great. And I hope otherwise you guys have a great week coming up. And as always, thank you very much for watching and have a great game.